This is my Iron Man. I'm playing RuneScape one skill at a time in a random order, meaning I can't train any other skills other than the ones that I've already unlocked until I achieve 99, while also being unable to plan my route for any future skills. I've already spent about 300 hours training Hunter and another 150 or so training Cooking, and now it's time to do it all again in order to train Farming. This is CapeLocked. What is up, my friends, and welcome back. Last week we kicked things off and made some pretty big strides to start of this farming grind. While we are obviously still quite a ways away, it was still a very nice feeling as we were able to check some things off the to-do list, being in the quest Garden of Death, and then getting the items Color's Can and the farming outfit from Tithe Farm. My goal that I'm aiming for in this video is to finish up the Tithe Farm and hopefully get the seeds we need to truly start plowing through farming contracts. Pun intended. Check the description down below to find the Discord link you should most definitely be clicking on, but also a link to the series over on Rotten Lobsters. If you've got some time and want to leave a rating and review, I would love to see more of what you guys have to say. That being said, I think I want to focus on some Tithe Farm to kind of start things off. I'm sure no surprises there on you guys. I did realize that each instance of 100 fruits that I collect and deposit typically takes about 25-ish minutes, meaning that the seed box costing 250 and getting 35 points every time, it should take just over 7 trips, or about 3.5 hours to obtain. Not counting any times I dip my fingers into the pool in order to try to buy a seed pack or two. But all that being said, let's chip away at some things. So I know I said I wanted to get the seed box as soon as possible, but the fact that the 12 berries is currently just kind of bottlenecking my progress on farming contracts is kind of annoying. So I'm gonna deposit these, I'm gonna use the points that I get from this, and I wanna get a seed pack. Level 62 farming. Now grow snappy D's. And then I got 50 points. I can get a seed pack. I'm not gonna care to buy the grapes just yet. I will get grapes at some point. I know grapes are gonna be nice, but what I want to get a seed pack. So let's go ahead and get one. They're 30. I thought they were 35. The air box is 35? Ooh. Oh no, I get 35. These are 30. I'm just mixing up numbers now. But I want to get a seed pack, and I want to hopefully get dwellberries. Okay, magic seed, great. Mahogany seed, can't really use those. Poison ivy seed, cool. Wild blood seed. I want a lot of trees. Okay, watermelon. Dwellberries. I got so many trees. Damn it. Okay, well, like I said, I know I said I was gonna get the seed box as soon as possible, but I just want this stupid dwellberry, man. It says I can get these from the pack. I don't know how common or how rare. It doesn't really give that many statistics on the fact, but I'm just gonna keep doing one after the other and hoping I get the fucking dwellberry at some point. Alright, well that is another one. Another one down, another set of 100 down. This will put us up to 55, which means I can get another seed pack to gamble, and then we're close to getting even a second one. So hopefully we get the dwellberry. If I don't get the dwellberry this time, we're getting 2 seed packs next time. So I know it's not the end of the world, but I do really want to start saving for that stupid seed box. But let's see. I'm gonna buy one. Come on, dwellberry. I also realized that the magic seed and the mahogany seed are like they're like 1 in 10 per seed back. So I got pretty damn lucky to get 2 of them in one. I don't know about the other seeds. I didn't really check for those, but okay, spirit seed. Okay, what the fuck is happening right now? Limprid seeds, don't really need those. I need cactus seeds, cool, I guess. Fucking dwarf. Oh, come on. Dwellberry. Termin. Herbs are nice, I guess, but dwellberry seeds! We got what we need! Guam and Crandorian. Whatever. Who cares? I got the fucking. Ooh, I got the dwellberry. Hell yeah. Alright, so we got the dwellberry seeds. We've got a couple other things that I wish to plant in this kind of time, but being that we are level 62 farming, what I will be able to do is I can go scurry over to the other side over here, the medium tier, thanks to the ever so lovely garden pie, boosting me from the current 62 all the way up to 65, and then that way we can go ahead and plant our first tree that I really care for. I'm gonna go ahead and clear this bush. Yes, I want to have it for new crops. I sadly don't have the strawberries I need to kind of save my dwellberry, but I don't think it'll be all that bad. I'll water it, I'll give it the super compost that I got, and then kind of just hope for the best. But yeah, we're gonna kind of clear things out. We're gonna replant a bunch of stuff, and hopefully, fingers crossed, this grows nice and easily. All right, well, for the first time ever, well, I guess not the first time ever. We're gonna need the garden pie, and then for the first time ever, we're gonna turn to this side. Ooh, we got a tree patch to rake. I don't know if auto weed has to be like toggled on. I thought when I bought it, it would just be on, but I've had to rake a bunch of these patches so far, but I'm gonna rake these. I've got the oak and willow that I've kind of gotten throughout. I think maple, no, not, what am I talking about? I think the nature implings have a small chance for the willow seeds. So I've got 2. I don't know where they got them from, but I'm assuming that the nature implings would be the cause. Because I can't really pay for these, I'm just gonna hope for the best. And we'll check on that in however many hours it normally takes. But that is the first tree that we've planted on the account. I'm debating if I want to save like a lot of my seeds for contracts. Like that makes the most sense to me, but at the same time, I want to use them to get experience. And like, I don't know, in my head, I'll get more like oak seeds and shit as time goes on, but I don't know. I'll look up like what I need for each tier. Obviously, if I'm going to be doing hard contracts, I'm sure I don't need to be holding on to every fucking oak tree I could ever get, but I don't know. I will see how things go, and I will kind of play it by ear, but that will be the plan going forward. Alright, well, with everything planted, I'm happy to go back to the Tithe farm. We can finally start getting points towards getting the actual seed box itself, which will be nice. I forgot to mention as well, while I was planting everything, I didn't plant anything in the herb patch. I feel like because I'm probably not going to be getting herb lore for the next little bit, like yes, farming is a big benefit to have in unlocking herb lore, but I'm going to need, probably magic is going to be the first combat I get, then obviously hit points I'll need to be able to do the quest itself, to like gain access to the skill through druidic ritual, but I feel like with herb lore being kind of like, you know, very drop based off of how I'm going to be able to get XP. I feel like it's best that I kind of hope and save everything that I can for when I've got the cape, because then when I've got the cape, obviously it gets like a little bit more herbs per run, and I think it's just kind of for the best. So do the smally random. I'm going to get some fucking Tithe farm going, and then like I said, I'm probably just going to be saving some herbs, if not all my herbs, till when I'm 99, and then I'll just slowly kind of pick through them. But yeah, that's just kind of my thoughts on the matter. Someone pointed it out in the comments, and I was like, that's not a bad idea. I kind of like that. But let's go ahead and grab this one by the neck, choke random civilian, and call it a day. If I'm looking at this right, that's a healthy dwellberry bush right there. I believe I need to check the health, and then go and talk to Jan. There we go, yep. So I can get level 65, I can get a like medium contract. Let me go and get a garden pie just in case. Alright, Guildmaster Jane. Then my farming contract, here's a seed pack, beautiful. I'm going to eat that. Then get a contract. I can get a medium contract of both. Yeah, there we go. Maple tree. Okay, well I don't exactly have a maple tree seed right now, but thank you for that. I can go ahead and open this. Maybe I'll get the maple seed. Would be pretty cool. Jute. Or rosemary. Belladonna. Damn. Okay, so I'll have to figure out how to get maple tree seeds, but that is very nice for now. I can go ahead and check the health of my oak tree. I can then pay. How does this work? Pay 200 coins? Yes. There we go. I can plant yet another. Mostly while I'm here, I will go ahead and put some compost on that because we don't get many trees. So let's take care of the few ones that we do. We're going to skedaddle on out. Alright, so something that I kind of took note of is that willow trees, which I planted here to get me to 63 farming, I need willow branches for a couple quests. How do I do this? You need to wait for some branches to grow? Okay, well, I need to wait for the branches to grow, obviously. But you need like a good, what is it? I think a total of like 18 or something like that for both a diary task and a quest. So instead of harvesting this one right away, I think I'm going to let it grow and have some branches ready for me. And then, you know, I'm already waiting to get a maple seed, so I might as well get some willow branches in the time being. And yeah, figured it's just kind of better to prepare for later rather than running out of all my willow trees and being like, well, shit, I need willow branches. But this will do, this will do. All right, I figured the best time to kind of get the seed box and kind of bite the bullet as much as I want to get a seed pack is the time where I'm going to be farming some willow branches. So I'm going to be saving my points up, getting the seed box like I wanted to. So we've got one thing to deposit and a second to get the level, bring us up to now 64. There we go, we're gonna go, ooh, potato cacti, that's a big one. But we're gonna go check on our willow tree, harvest some branches, do some farming guild stuff, and then we will be right back to Tithe farm, I'm sure. Just a man trying to get his compost while his friend watches him from outside. For those who don't really know, from what I've seen, each of these branches, the willow tree can store up to 6 branches, I think 1 every 5 minutes. So you just kind of do this a couple times and you get up to 6 branches. Sometimes you can get lucky, you get a 7th just because as you're doing them the timer resets, but I'll have to do this a total of 3 whole times. And then we'll have all 18 that we will ever need for both the quest Enlightened Journey and the Falador Diary task, so life is good. Alright, well, that's another 200 done. Keeping my energy up is a little tricky sometimes. I got pretty low on that one, but I made do. We can deposit these. We're gonna go check on the farm guild again. That's another 2 doses done. Brings us now 65. We no longer have to eat the pies to get into the farming guild mid-area. We could technically grow a History, although we don't have any fucking use of it. Obviously, we can't kill it just yet, but we're on 65. We're, I think, about 2, maybe 3 runs. 200 to 300 more, give or take, before we get enough points. But, the seed box is almost ours. I can taste it. Alright, well, I do have enough points for the seed pack, or for the fucking seed box. I don't have enough for the seed pack, nor do I really care for the seed pack right now, as it is late, and I would no. Deposit. Almost fucking left. I say it is late, and I would like to sleep. So we're gonna go ahead and deposit what we've got. We're gonna get 66 farming in the process. No big level up from that, but we'll deposit the last one. Get 270 points. So yeah, the seed box, not the seed pack, the seed box. We can go and purchase for the 250. And then, oh, seed box, there we go. Yeah, so we can buy that for 250. Get the seed box. We have 20 points left over. I don't really care to do or Tithe farm right now. We'll probably do it tomorrow to get enough for the seed pack, but we're gonna be ending off with a genie. How lovely. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for rewarding me for my journey here. But yeah, like I said, it is late, and I will do enough for a fucking seed pack tomorrow instead of tonight, because, oof, it's time to sleep. Alright, it is a new day, and with the new day comes more goddamn Tithe farm. Got another 100 to deposit here, and we've got what's going to be 55 points in total, but also, we're now at level 67 farming. We're now grow Cadentine. And with these 55 points, we can go get a seed pack. And hopefully, get the maple seed we need, as I am just about done with my willow branches. And then from there, just kind of, we're now free. We no longer need to save all our points for the seed box. We can just keep buying seed pack after seed pack. Without further ado, maple seed, Raynar, maple seed, yeah. There we go, we're good. Anything else is just kind of bonus. More wild blood seeds. Poison ivy seeds, potato cactus seeds, those are going to be useful. Guardian seeds, and then apple tree seeds. Ooh, we can have a fruit tree. Alright, this will be the last time that we gotta kind of collect our willow branches, because then we'll have 18 for everything we need. And then, while sadly I don't have something to protect my maple tree, I do have at least 2 tries, so I'm hoping at least one of these will succeed, so I don't have to do more Tithe farms for seed packs just yet. I'm sure I will get around to them, but yeah. So there's the last 6. We can now pay Rosie here to chop it down for me. And I can go ahead and plant my maple tree. Get some super compost. I don't need all of it, I just need the 1. And we can wish it the best. Good luck, maple tree. Go far in life. We are very thankful to see that the maple tree has grown. Well, I got 2 of these things, so I'm very happy. That is that. I can now go and get in, or I guess kind of turn in this contract. Get a lovely seed pack, and I want another medium contract. Form, okay, an herb. think I've got those. I do believe. Let's just go see. Do I got quorum? I think I do. I got 2. Okay, so same kind of thing goes. Hopefully this will be enough. Go ahead, plant this in there. We'll get some freaking super compost on that bitch. And bam. Let's hope this one also goes well. We're also going to open up the seed pack, obviously. See what we get. I want, okay, 2 mahogany seeds, okay. Papaya tree seeds. Teak seeds, limpwort root seeds. Pineapple trees, more limpwort. Apple tree, a lot of fruit trees. Mostly fruit trees. I don't know what that last one was. I think it was more apple tree seeds. I wasn't really paying attention. But cool. This one should be done in about an hour or so, and then hopefully we just kind of keep the ball rolling here. Ooh, it's done. It's fucking ready. My first herbs that I'm harvesting on the account. Life good. Let's go turn this in. And get another seed pack. Yes, I want another medium contract. Snapdragon. Ooh, some Snappy D. Absolutely. More herbs for the account. Let's open up this fucking seed pack. Favorite seeds, good. Poison ivy. I have so many poison ivy seeds. Mushroom spores. I can't use those, but cool, I guess. Firelander. Cadaverberry. Crandornian, whatever the hell. Tomatoes. Ooh, and then jute. Not bad. Kind of lackluster, I guess, but not bad. I do have some Snappy D somewhere. I've got 13 of these things. I'm pretty chilling on those, one would say. Deposit all this shit. Let's go ahead, deposit. Not deposit. Let's go ahead, plant our Snappy D. We'll throw some goddamn fertilizer on that bitch, and then that will hopefully be that. I am logging on, and I see that we've got some bad news. My Snappy D did not survive the night, sadly. So I'll go ahead and just replace these. I've got a good handful of Snapdragon seeds in the bank, so I'm not too worried about this, but not the thing I wanted to see first thing in the morning. So I'll do the cycle. I'll fucking cycle in every new thing that I could need, and then hopefully round 2 of Snapdragons goes a little bit better than round 1. Hell fucking yeah, checking it again, and I see my herbs have survived. This is great news. So we're gonna pick these herbs. Pick. And then I got a contract. Let's see how it goes. What am I gonna get? Thank you for the seed pack. Can I take another one, please? A yew tree. Ooh, I don't think I have yew seeds. Thanks. Can I get yew seeds? Cactus seeds. Wild blood. Toad flax. Rosemary. Woad. Come on. Asgarnian. More woad. Corn. Ooh, I don't think I have. Oh no, I don't think I have yew trees. Do I? Fuck. Do I? Yew. I got maple, magic. I do not have yew trees. Fuck. Okay, we're gonna have to do some Tithe farm for some shits. Damn. Unfortunate. Alright, we find ourselves back in the Tithe farm because we need yew seeds. So we're gonna do maybe a round or 2 of this, like a full 100 of this or so, and then see how well that goes. But you know, you know where to find me. Another 200 done. I figured might as well do 2, not only because it'll give us the full level up here, because this one will not do anything for us, but this one will get us to level 68. Lovely. I'm gonna do palm trees and double yew roots. We don't really care about the yew roots, but the other benefit is that we can now get 3 seed packs. Obviously, each one being 30, we've got 95 points to kind of chug through here, so we're going to do... I would like to buy 1, 2, and 3 of those. Would have thought those stack, but I guess not. Okay, so we'll do all 3, and hopefully, like, at least one of these will have to give us a yew seed. Mahogany, papaya, dragon fruit seed, kind of cool. Quorum, Avento, a lot of herbs, which normally isn't a bad thing, but I need a yew seed. Hesperia seed, that's the first one. Cool, got the clog slot for that one. More papaya tree seeds. I need Celastra seed. I'm getting a lot of rare ones, but not the one that I need. Poison ivy. More herbs. I need another spirit tree seed. Cool. I need a snape grass. Sick. I need a huge tree. And no use. Damn. Yes, we're gonna be here for a little bit longer. And hopefully get lucky next time. Alright, and a short while later, we've got another 100 to deposit. Hopefully this will... One, I'm kind of worried about my inventory space, but more importantly, I just want the U seeds. I want the U seeds. I want to make a tree. I keep forgetting that I have to fucking put in my thing for that. So whenever I log out for a while, I gotta put it back in. Okay, so seed pack. Buy pack. We get 10 points left. We just want a U seed. Or another Hispore. Okay. Okay, I don't even know what I got from that one. Oh, I got one. Okay. This is my baby. I don't know what I got, but something in my inventory. I think it was more snape grass on that one. Caliquat tree seeds, those are actually pretty good. And then banana tree seeds, cool. Okay, we got one. We got one fucking chance of this. So I'm gonna go plant this bitch. And fingers are fucking crossed, guys. Alright, well, since I've only got the one U seed, as much as I was hoping to just leave my cactus in peace, you can actually pay to protect the cactus, or pay to protect the U tree with 10 cactus spines. So I'm gonna bite the bullet. I've got a lot of cactus seeds in my bank now thanks to the Tithe kind of helping me out. But if I get 10 of these, I can pay to protect my U tree, and I don't even have to worry about it. It's nice and simple. 6 hours I think I gotta wait, and then I'm done a farming contract. So I'm sure... This is 10, this is 9, so now I want to leave it as is. It'll have more spines at some point soon. But then once I get the 10, I can then pay, and then I'll just replant the cactus, and I'm sure one of the like 16 that I've got banked will be enough. There we go. So now with our new cactus spine inventory, we can go ahead, get this down. Yep. We can plant the U tree like so. We can pay 10 cactus spines. Yep. There we go. We don't even have to worry about our U tree. It will just be done when it's done. We don't have to worry, which is such a nice feeling, actually. Love that. We just have to go now replace our cactus so that it's got a nice ready check health whenever. Just in case it's the farming contract, because you never really know. Nice. Alright, in all seriousness, know that we got 2 seed packs we're gonna open up, but just get... I keep getting fucking spirit seeds, god damn. I'm gonna... Oh, another U seed is always good. Okay, some snape grass. This one's fucking giving me like everything that's fucking good. Okay, white berry seeds, kind of whatever. Cactus seeds, always good to have. Not much more snape grass, okay. Bullshit little flowers. More of those, okay. Slastrus trees, fucking sick. Torstal, always good. Any herbs are good, any herbs are good. Willow seeds, cool, more trees. Manto, more herbs. And then you got some hops, but goddamn, I think I kind of spooned on some of these fucking good seeds here. Fucking love to see it. And there we have it. There it stands beautifully tall. We can check the health of the U tree. Got a nice little bit of experience. Go back to Farmer Jane over here, or Guildmaster Jane, whatever. Get yet another seed pack and yet another contract. I think what I'm going to start doing is that if she gives me something that I simply just don't have in a seed pack here, so like I'll open up the seed pack first kind of thing, and then whatever I don't have, I'll just simply say no to. I got a bunch of shit seeds there, goddamn. Okay, but yeah, now knowing what seeds I have access to, I can say medium contract. Snapdragon, I have a lot of those, so that is fine. I was gonna say, if she gives me something that I don't have, I was just simply gonna tell her to give me something easier, but we can do that, so that's nice and simple. But, we get that one started. Snappy D. Where is it? Snappy D. Alright, go throw this bad boy in the dirt and hope for the best. It's always a good sign, and a good thing to see whenever you log on in the morning that your herbs are grown, and your farming contract is done. Harvest all these Snappy D, and hopefully get another contract we can be doing to help start the day, kind of thing. So I got 8 from that, always lovely. Okay, we're gonna play the farming contract. Here's the seed pack. Take another, please. Here, I've got plenty of those. Absolutely. All right, checking in again. We've got more herbs to pick, which means another farming contract will be completed. Only 3? Damn, fucking god, that's trash. That is why we want to wait for the farming cape to help with that, but I would like a seed pack. Take another one. White lilies. I do not have those right now, so I'm going to ask for something easier. Okay, yes please. You're going to give me Raynar. I can do Raynar. Sick. From the seed pack, if I get white lilies, it'd be funny, but I don't really want to waste them on just doing more farming contracts if I can. Quorum, snapegrass, marentil, more potatoes, absolute garbage, jute. God, this is not a good not a good seed pack. God damn. It is once again that time. We are going to go pick some freaking herbs, finish another farming contract, and just kind of keep racking in seed pack after seed pack. So we got a bunch of Raynars here. The more the fucking merrier. We got 7, not bad. Let's go talk to Jane over here. Finish up the contract. And hopefully, if we're lucky, get another one that we can do. Take another medium contract. Strawberries. I actually don't know if I have strawberries. I'm going to say just something easier just in case. And then if I have strawberries, I guess I have strawberries. But yes, please, give me something easier. More Raynar. I can do more Raynar. Figured while I wait for my herbs to finish, 2 rounds of Tithe Farm kind of puts us just under the time limit of what we have. We have just a couple minutes to wait now, but we can deposit 1. We can deposit 2. And reach level 70. You know, 2 poison ivy bushes, which is going to be great because I can just kind of plant those around and not really have to worry about them. Especially because I keep seeming to get like bunch and bunch and bunch of poison ivy seeds. So while they are useful for the hard tiers, it is also just kind of good to have. But we're gonna go ahead by 1, 2, and 3, and just kind of open them all up here. Other Spori. Teak, nothing too fancy there. More snapegrass, I guess. Bunch more shit there. We got more Celastris seeds, which are quite useful, I think. Yew trees, always good. Nothing crazy. Still no strawberry, interestingly enough, but I'll definitely take an extra Hespori despite not being able to fucking do them for the time being. I'm interested to see how big the stack really gets, but whatever. Our herbs should just be just about ready, so we're gonna go check up on those, and hopefully they are alive, and hopefully we get another nice and simple farming contract for us to do. Very excellent news is the herbs are in fact grown. We can in fact harvest them to finish up the contract, so when we get this time, hopefully as many as possible. I don't know what the cap is. Like, I'm sure there is a sign. We got 5. I was gonna say, I'm sure there is a science, and I'm sure there is like a graph that you can kind of follow, but we'll take the 5. We'll talk to Jane. I get another medium contract. White berries. I've got plenty of those. Absolutely, we will do those. Open up the seed pack. We get more potato cactus. Goddamn limpwort. Cabbage, lame. Cataberry. Cadava berries, lame. More cabbage. Fucking onion and ganillion. Okay. Nothing too crazy. Potato cactus I will definitely take, but it is what it is. We've currently got a jengaberry bush growing, so once this one is done, we can go ahead and throw in some white berries, but shouldn't take too long. All right, another set of herbs done. I'm gonna pick them. Hopefully we get more than 3, more than 4, more than 5, more than 6, more than 7, more than 8. Just 8. Okay, that's fine. That'll do. That's a lot of herbs there. So a farming contract. Give me yet another quorum, another herbs. Fucking absolutely. We got plenty of herb seeds in the bank. Feels like just all we've been getting is just herbs after herbs, but not like I'm complaining. Gladly take the herbs just because they're quick, really. Like, I do want to save them for after I have the cape just because of that extra 5% boost you get, but they're quick, so I can't really complain all that much. But farming contract completed. We see that. Give me another one. We're gonna get white lilies. I don't have those, nor do I want to use those, but just give me something easy. Contract, sure. You want the cactus, right? The cactus is already grown. Sweet corn. Oh, the sweet corn is already grown. Oh, yeah, okay, double. We're gonna get a double. All right, while we run over here, what seeds do we get? Hesperia again. Fucking Lantadyme, teak, marigold, cabbage, marentil, barley, and guam. Okay, they're just some default herbs. And then we can harvest the sweet corn. We'll leave the second one just in case, but be another one completed. I'm honestly just gonna put these just straight into the bin here. All right, let's see. That's the first time we got a double back to back, but let's see if we can get a triple. Perhaps a third. Strawberries. I actually do a strawberry seed, so I will just take this one. and kind of go from there. But let's see what we get from the seed pack. We're going to get some Erit seeds, more marigold seeds, some oak tree seeds, always useful to have. Mashed potato seeds, kind of trash. Barley, more trash. And Crandorian. Okay, mostly garbage, but it is what it is. And 2. Doing us now at 71. Which, although it doesn't give us anything, we can now boost efficiently and effectively up to 74 with a garden pie to be able to do the last tier fruit and the most amount of experience. So that is a job well done in my books. And also 75 points. That is 2 seed packs. Count them 1, 2 with a little bit of points left over for the next time. 1, 2. There we go. Give us some good seeds. I think we're still missing like a couple seeds here and there. Has spore seed. Okay, I don't really need those. I don't have any white lily seeds yet, and I would very much like one. Then I don't have to worry about anything dying in the farming guild, which would be rather nice to have. But doesn't seem we're going to be getting lucky on that anytime soon. But like I said, 71 is such a big thing for us. Because now with the garden pies, we can do more XP per hour and obviously less Tithe farm overall. Compared to if I was just to do fucking tier 2 fruits all the way. Fuck that shit. The downside is strawberries did not make it, so I gotta regrow these things for the farming contract. The good news is that in order to protect them, I just had to buy a basket from the lady over there, fill it with some of the cooking apples we still had left over. Now we can just simply plop those in there. Pay Alan here to take a look at them. I would like to pay for the northern allotment. Wait, what? Huh? Southern allotment? What the fuck? Dude. Northern allotment. Yeah, why did it... So, okay, whatever. You're a strange man, Alan. But thank you for the job you're about to do for me. It is always a wonderful feeling being able to harvest a farming contract. Okay, just an absolute fuck ton of strawberries. Go talk to Jane over here. What's good, girly pop? I require a seed pack and then a farming contract. A Vanto. I can do it a Vanto. No. No, I don't. I want the Avanto. That was the wrong one that I almost did there. Okay, seeds, fucking more white berries, sea herbs, barley crap, tomato crap, cabbage crap, any kind of hops, garbage, whoa, boo, bunch of shit. Well, let's get this freaking herb planted and then we're goody to go. Another successful bout of herbs. We're gonna see how many we get. Obviously, the more, the merrier. Looks like only 5 this time, but that's fine. We're gonna go talk to Jane. And I would like another meeting contract. Quorum? I could do quorum. Thank you. The good news is that my herbs have lived. The bad news is that my watermelons have died over here. So, you know, at least we got the farming contract one that was done. Kind of a bummer on the watermelon. Walking away with 7 herbs. We can talk to... Hello. Right. There we go. Why am I not yapping right now? Do another medium contract. What? You... Son of a... You had to ask for the thing that just died. You absolute prick. You think you're funny. Rain RC, those are always nice. Now more melon. Snake grass, you know. Curry? I fucking curry tree. Okay, well, fuck it. It's a bummer that I could have had my watermelons ready, but... it is what it is. Alright, well. I am really dumb and recorded this clip with my mic muted, so this is now voiceover me. But long story short, we got all the watermelons. We get an absolute crap ton. So which is going to be obviously good. So I can just kind of dump these into the compost bin. I'm going to start doing watermelons a lot more often just because I've been getting an absolute crap load of them. And then that way I can use them for super compost instead of just regular compost. I'm going to swap out my limpwort seeds and limpwort root here in exchange for the nasterium or whatever they're called because they protect the watermelon. We're going to go ahead and turn this in, get a seed pack. Why not? She wants a yew tree, which thankfully we have, but I've got to wait for my oak tree to finish up, which should take, as the time of recording this, only like another like 10-ish minutes. So not all that bad. We're just going to cycle out all the old stuff, get in some new crops and all that, and I think I'm going to plant the spory while I'm at it, even though if I can't do it, I think it just kind of makes sense, you know, have one ready for whenever the time comes that I can. Check the health of this bad boy. We can pay Rosie here to get rid of it. And then similar to last time, we've got the used sapling. We're going to plant that in here. We're going to pay for it because I don't get many of these. And I've got some cactus spines anyway, so we'll go ahead and pay for that. And while we're at it, like I said, I might as well, even if it's going to be a long time since I can, or until I can fight it, I had to bring a rake. Hold on. Intermission. Anyways, as I was saying, even if it's going to be a long time since I'm going to be able to fight one of these things, because obviously I need combat, and I feel like I would feel much safer if I had prayer. But I might try it even without prayer, who really knows, but long story short, it'll be a long time since I come back to see this bad boy, so it'll be a long time coming, sir, but when I am here, ooh, trust me, your days are over. Okay, that's going to be it for this week's video, and I gotta be honest, this week was a bit of an eye-opener for me in more ways than one. To start, I genuinely don't feel that doing farm runs is viable for my account, as with little to no methods of getting around faster than just a minigame teleport and walking, my farm runs take at least an hour, if not longer. And while yes, normally even just doing tree runs could be beneficial, my farm runs having fewer stops doesn't really solve anything, because I would still need to do a ton of walking from point A to point B, meaning I'm still going to be looking at least an hour of my time to check on trees that could very well be dead, compared to just sticking to the farming guild and Tithe farm as I have been. So going forward, I think that will be the main plan for me. We did manage to get to level 71 this week, meaning that with the help of some garden pies, I can start doing the Loga Vano fruits next week, increasing my XP there by another 33%. The wiki describes these fruits as being able to give some pretty insane XP drops, but only for a pretty insane amount of fruits, where you can get 1,058,736 experience for every 2,800 fruit you deposit, with every instance of 100 fruit taking me about 20 to 25 minutes each. That's obviously going to take a long time, while also being much more Tithe farm than any sane person should attempt to sit and trudge through. So, my plan for that is to do something pretty similar to my time hunting red chinchompas. If I were to do 4 hours of Tithe farm a day, that's about 800 fruits per day, every day, for about 6 to 7 weeks. Not counting on anything I get from the farming guild and keeping up with my contracts, XP-wise, but all that being said, we are going to be bringing back streaming throughout the week, maybe even on some weekends when I can find the time, where I'll be doing just that. So, while Tithe Farm is still a solo instance for some reason, you can at least come by over on Twitch to come and keep me company in this, what will probably be a 180-hour grind. But that was a lot of yapping in a short amount of time, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this week's video. Like I've mentioned, please check the link below to find both the Discord plus my Twitch channel for any upcoming streams. But buckle up, guys, we've got a long Lagavano road ahead of us. See you next time.